Hello, comic fans. This is Comicfan with another humble haul. As you guys can tell in the title of this humble haul, I celebrated a birthday recently this month. And so that usually means I get a little bit more spending cash for my haul. I've got a good stack of books today. Been busy grabbing some comics. So I'll get this started, but before we start this, I want to give a good hearty congratulations to all the people I've been watching on YouTube recently. I've been getting some killer stuff out there, guys. Needless to say, I'm a little envious. I'm not going to mention any names. You guys go and watch the videos yourselves. They're out there. The people are grabbing some great stuff. Wow. That's all I gotta say. But you know what? I'll get some props later on in a couple other videos. But right now, I want you guys to go and search them out yourselves. I got some good stuff. So let me tell you, I got a couple stories along with the hauls. The first haul I got, or the first part of the stack of the haul, I got a little contact information with a guy who had about 30 books. He said approximately 30 books. Or like 25, for 30 bucks. I said, all right, well, we'll head on out there. We'll see what you got. Well, this is nothing great. This is the start of it. It's Spider-Man Unlimited #1, and this is one of the books I started to see on the top of the pile. Bad shape, man. And I was already beginning to think twice on this purchase, because man, this has seen some love. It's been seen some reading. So a lot of these books aren't bagged and boarded, but I figured I'd go ahead and show them to you anyway because they're part of the stack. I got wow, sorry guys, man, I really should have bagged and boarded all these. I ran out of bags and boards, but okay. Anyway, I got a Magnus Robot Fighter #4 and a #2. Not too bad. I was okay with that. Hey, a Pit #5. That sucks. Good artwork, but I'm just not into Pit. Got a couple of DC Comics Presents #17. Superman and Firestorm. DC Comics Presents #42. Superman and Green Lantern DC Comics Presents #6. Superman and Green Lantern. That's an early one. Cool. DC Comics Presents #11. And you know what, guys? If you guys see something you like in this first part of the stack, the first 20 books, the filler issues, if you guys need them, let me know. Probably do a trade or something. I have not a big need for them. DC Comics Presents #62, Superman and Freedom Fighters. In his stack, he had a Defenders #123. A couple of Battlestar Galactica issues, 14, 15, 16. He had a Saga of Crystar #3. You guys are kind of wondering, it's like, geez, you guys drove to a guy's house for this? Yeah, I did. But he had some good stuff. Just a couple of good things that I thought was worth it. He had, let's see, King Conan #11 and #12. He also had a Sergeant Rock #381. Let's see, what else? Green Lantern 168. Kind of wish he had a couple more, but nope, unfortunately not. He had Power Man and Iron Fist #96. Okay. X Factor #67. Let's see, he had something I've been wanting to collect for a while. Kitty Pryde and Wolverine. He only had #6. I figured, take it or leave it. It's okay. I'd like to read the story, though. Of course, you need all 6 issues to read it. Okay, Hawkeye #1. Okay, things starting to warm up just a little bit. When I was getting, getting down to the bottom of the stack, though. Oh, let's see. On the back side, he had an Incredible Hulk #286. Oh, here we go. He had a Brave and Bold #200. First appearance of Katana. Well, actually, it's the first appearance of Batman and the Outsiders. But yeah, as far as I know, the only new character was Katana out of that superhero group. Nonetheless, this was one of the issues I had growing up, and I'm glad to have it back. But it's going to take some cleaning out of there. I think we can get that out. Okay, couple more issues he had. He had an X-Men 248. That was all right, cool. Jim Lee's first penciling gig on the X-Men. That was all right, cool. Let's see. And the last two he had in that stack, one I would probably, personally myself, I wouldn't really seek out to buy, but I found he had a reader copy. It's a reader copy because I'll show you why. If you can't see from here, I'll show you in a second. Wolverine #1. I've never really wanted to spend any money for this book, and I'm glad I got it in this stack because, nothing beats a buck or two. So there's, let's see. There's the reader issue part of it. It's it's got some soiling. It's got because of the soiling, it's actually took away part of that cover. But you guys get it. And nonetheless, I was psyched to have it. My eyes opened up a little when I saw it. I actually didn't see it until I got home because it was on the back side of one of the comic books. And the last book he had in there, is probably the reason why I drove there, was this. X-Men 266, first appearance of Gambit. And, the pictures were okay. I was just hoping that it hadn't suffered the same fate as the Wolverine #1. Gladly it didn't. I was really cool about that, man. Whew. I'm glad that worked out okay. So moving on, during the week I had a couple other stop-offs. I found a garage sale, and I only got 2 books from that. A buck a piece. New Mutants #26, first appearance of Legion. I'll gladly add that to my pile. That's cool. And a Catwoman #1 of 4 of her first limited series. I've seen it plenty of times, been able to get it tons of times, and I pass on it every time. I'm glad this time I didn't pass it up, but now I have the task of getting the other 3 of the limited series. Right, I found another book, just one book, online. Batman Detective Comics, #469. I met up with this person in person, and I think it's actually a reader's copy. It's not really anything great, but when I go to someone's home, I hate leaving up empty-handed, and I feel bad that I actually wasted this person's time. So I offered $3 on it. They took it, and I hopefully will go home with a good story at least. All right. Let's see. You went to a local flea market. That was cool. You know what? I found some modern books. Modern books for 50 cents a piece. And guys, you guys watch my videos. You don't see a whole lot of modern in my collection, but if they're at 50 cents a piece, or at least that's the math I did up in my head. This guy said, $1 a piece, buy one get one free. Well, geez, doesn't that mean 50 cents a piece? So I figured if I pick out a couple and I give them $2, doesn't that? Okay, so I found 4. That should equate to $2, right? Okay, that's the way it worked. Good, everything's cool. So let me show you what I got there. Fantastic Four, #642, the last issue. It leads into, does this not lead into Secret Wars? That's what I've heard, but you know what? I'm not big on the modern books, so you guys tell me. That was it from that. The other 3 books, Batmite #1. I was always a huge fan of Batmite. and I was glad he got some recognition lately. So I have no problem picking that up for 50 cents. Oh, here we go. Look at this. I found a variant for 50 cents, and an Adam Hughes variant at that. Barbed wire. That was pretty cool. I heard great things about the cover and bad things on anything inside that. But I'll take a risk for 50 cents, and at least 50 cents is worth the cover alone. So I'm happy with that. And here's one I didn't think I was going to actually like. This one, I actually read it. Eric Powell's Big Man Plans. When this came out, I heard big things about it. No pun intended. But this is actually a good story. It's a little on the adult side. I wasn't expecting some of the things that you guys have. Those of you who had read it know what I'm talking about. But I actually might go and hunt down the other 4 issues of this. This was a good story. I was really surprised. And if all of Eric Powell's stuff is as good as this, consider me an Eric Powell fan. Okay, so while I was at the flea market, I found, I found a couple things. I found an Electra #1. I remember when I was a kid, I wouldn't even touch this. $1.50 for this book. I ignored it for a long time, and basically because it's another long limited series, an 8-issue limited series. But now that you got it, I'm a sucker. I got to go get the other 8 issues. At least I can read the first one. And maybe it was just because it was a different kind of artwork that I wasn't used to. That's probably the one thing that set me off on this. But now that it's I got it I pretty much got it for free because I got it with another book. And that was all right. Okay, so along with that book, at the flea market, I found a couple other things. This is one I got from a different dealer. The first appearance of MODOK, Tales of Suspense #94. It's a book I've always wanted. Wasn't one I really needed in a high grade, but I'm glad I got it in a decent grade. Probably a mid-grade copy, a little bit better. I don't know. But it's the first appearance of MODOK. And I never noticed. I always, for years and years and years, I thought, well, who's this MODOK guy? I never went and Googled him, never went and figured it out. I know who MODOK was all along, but because he's over in this lower left-hand corner, it kind of puts your attention on this guy here. I'm like, that's not MODOK, that's not MODOK. I've always thought that, this was a fluke. This isn't MODOK. But, finally looking in the lower left-hand corner, there he is. Reading the story, yeah, okay, I get it. So I got that, let's see, I got that for, I paid $14 for that. That's what it says there, yes. Paid $14 for that. That was all right. And let's see, 2 last books. I went at that flea market. Since it was my birthday that day, I did not want to go home empty-handed. I wanted to go home with a big book that I could be happy with and celebrate my birthday. So I got that. Amazing Spider-Man #15. Pretty happy about this, guys. It's not the cleanest copy, but it's mine. And I didn't pay too much for it. You guys can see there's a little corner missing out of there. But I don't care. I don't care. This was the first appearance, or is the first appearance of Kraven the Hunter. But the cool thing is, I actually got a little bit more for my money. Let's open this up, because I love the sound of opening up a comic book. This mentions, well, you know what, it's pretty snug in there. But this also has the first mention of Miss Watson. Yep. Actually, Aunt May and Mary Jane's aunt is setting up a blind date for Peter Parker, for Mary Jane and him to go out. And I thought that was really cool to not only have the first appearance of Kraven the Hunter, but also that in the story. It gave me a little part of history, so that was really happy about that. And the last one I got on an online purchase, Iron Fist #14. What a great way to celebrate my birthday. Bought this or saw it for $160, and I paid $135. That was really cool because this is one of these books that I sold long ago, maybe about 5 years ago. Finally got it back, and I've been missing it ever since. So that was really great. I agree that it's a fine, very fine copy. That's okay with me. I'm happy with that. It can use some cleaning, but other than that, I say happy birthday. With that said and done, that's the end of my haul. Guys, thank you very much. I've been enjoying a lot of videos lately. You guys keep on digging, and happy hunting. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.